The Congress veteran Ghulam Nabi Azad, the most prominent of the dissent letter writers, seen to have questioned the leadership of the Gandhis, has lost his post in a major shake-up seen to promote Rahul Gandhi's team. Ghulam Nabi Azad has been dropped as a General Secretary, though he remains a part of the Congress Working Committee, the party's top decision-making panel. Motilal Vora, Ambika Soni and Mallikarjun Kharge have also been removed as General Secretaries of the All India Congress Committee in the Friday shuffle by Congress President Sonia Gandhi. The Congress Working Committee has been reconstituted and P. Chidambaram, Tariq Anwar, Randeep Surjewala and Jitendra Singh have been named as its regular members. Randeep Singh Surjewala, a Rahul Gandhi loyalist, is among the biggest gainer of the reshuffle. He has been named a General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, a member of the Special Committee to oversee organizational changes, and he remains Chief Spokesperson of the party. Like him, K.C. Venugopal is also a member of most committees. Another member of Team Rahul, Jitendra Singh, is now in charge of Assam. Tariq Anwar, who quit the Congress party along with Sharad Pawar and P.A. Sangma over Sonia Gandhi's foreign origin but returned before the national elections last year, has also been made General Secretary in charge of Kerala, where elections are due next year. A retired naval officer was beaten in Mumbai allegedly by activists of Maharashtra's ruling Shiv Sena for forwarding a cartoon mocking Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. Images posted online showed Madan Sharma with wounds on his face and bloodshot eye. The 65-year-old was allegedly attacked near his home in Kandivali East in Mumbai. An FIR, the first information report, has been registered in the case. Sharma in his complaint said that he had forwarded a cartoon to his residential society's WhatsApp group. He later received a call from one Kamlesh Kadam who asked his name and address. In the afternoon, he was called outside the building and was attacked by a group of men. Security footage that is being widely shared shows the former officer being thrashed by men, mostly wearing masks. He is seen walking to the main gate of his apartment building and after a few moments running back inside with a group of men chasing him. They drag him by his shirt and are seen punching him. Several BJP leaders, including former Chief Minister of Maharashtra Devendra Fadnavis, who is now in charge of Bihar, posted a photo of an injured Madan Sharma. Continuing with the daily trend, India broke yesterday's record with 97,570 COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The total coronavirus count in the country has now crossed 46 lakh, while 1,201 fatalities in the last 24 hours took the total death toll past 77,000. Meanwhile, vaccine maker Bharat Biotech has announced that the annual trials of COVID-19 vaccine, Covaxin, was successful. It said the results demonstrated the protective efficacy of the vaccine in a live viral challenge model. It said the data from the study on primates substantiates the immunogenicity of the vaccine candidate. On a day when they were to be handed back to India, China's state-owned Global Times has claimed that 5 civilians who went missing from Arunachal Pradesh are intelligence personnel sent to spy on China. India has already clarified that the youth are civilians from the border state of Arunachal Pradesh who stayed while on a hunting trip. India has already clarified that the youths are civilians from the border state of Arunachal Pradesh who strayed while on a hunting trip. The People's Liberation Army had earlier this week conveyed that the 5 youth who went missing from Upper Subansiri district were found by them across the borders. Sources meanwhile say that status quo was maintained at line of actual control for the third straight night yesterday. Both sides continue to hold position at heights above 15,000 feet, but there was no escalation, sources said. Both the countries have reached a 5-point consensus to resolve the 4-month-long military standoff in eastern Ladakh, agreeing to quickly disengage troops, avoid any action that could escalate tension, and take steps to restore peace along the line of actual control. The agreement, in which the two countries said the current situation in the border areas is not in the interest of either side, was finalized during the frank and constructive talks between External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi in Moscow on Thursday evening. The Haryana police on Friday charged State Bharatiya Kisan Union or BKU chief Gurram Singh Churani and 300 unidentified people for damaging public property and violating prohibitory orders a day after farmers clashed with the cops during a protest in Kurukshetra. Members of the Bharatiya Kisan Union and other farm bodies had blocked a national highway in Kurukshetra's Pipli and clashed with police while protesting against 3 union government legislation which they claimed were anti-farmer. Police had resorted to lathi charge when farmers coming from the Shahabad area pushed their way to protest site. The agitating farmers smashed the window panes of a fire brigade vehicle and pelted police with the stones. 3 separate FIRs were registered at the Sadar police station in Thanesar.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.